I'm sexy and I know it.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Creative Pet Keeping. My name is Kasia. I am your host, and I am super excited because I'm finally announcing my baby bettas that I have bred myself are going on sale. They will be available on my website, creativepetkeeping.com, so you can go over there and find them. Some of them have already been sold because I did let my Patreon supporters reserve and pay for fish earlier before everyone else. That is one of the perks, the Betta Buddy perk, of being my Patreon supporter. But besides that, I am so excited. I'm a little nervous about them going on sale, but I think it's really awesome that some of you guys will be able to have your very own creative pet keeping betta. So I figured the best thing to do right now to continue with the tradition of Fish Fan Friday would be to kind of take a closer look at some of the fish. Before I show you the fish that are available, keep in mind that I still have some babies that are in the grow out tank that are still quite little. They still need to grow out quite a bit. I have a couple koi in there. I have a lot of cellophanes that may or may not turn koi in the future. Here I am hand feeding them some tubiflex worms, but I just wanted to give you guys an update and let you know that there are more fish available. There's not that much. I only have a few koi, so definitely if you really want a koi, you gotta snag one when they become available. So here is the first group of available fish. As you can see, some already have been sold. Some are reserved by Patreon supporters and I'm still waiting for my payment. And there are a couple available. I will be adding more in the next coming days and weeks. While all of these are marbles and can potentially change color over time, my spawn has produced the koi pattern. I have cellophanes as well as cellophanes with iridescence and two different type of color of metallics. I have an aqua metallic and a purplish metallic. This is koi male number 17. He is a little bit on the smaller side, but is a really nice guy. His marbling is progressing quite quickly, but I do love the little spot on his tail where you see the cellophane. He does have a few blue scales but no iridescence at all. Here I am using the flashlight to check for any reflection, so that he does carry a tiny bit of blue in him. If you look closely, you can actually see a little bit of pink on his cheeks, which I also think is cute. Here is cellophane male number 9. This guy is a really spunky hen, has a lot of attitude. What I really like about him is he has the frosted tips on his ventrals, which I think look really cool. And here I put the flashlight on him. He does have a little speck at the very top of his caudal fin. Caudal fin? I can't ever pronounce that really right. He does have a little speck of iridescence, and in the middle of his fin he has a little black dot, which is really cute, but that is an indicator that he probably might become a koi down the line, maybe a couple weeks from now, a couple months from now. It seems like I see koi in his future. He has really lovely pink cheeks, just like the previous male. Really cute guy, really lovely clear white eyes, and in general a nice body, and definitely eats very well. Next is number 12. Now he is a very big boy, that's for sure. And the cool thing about him is he is a metallic. So as you can see, I'm trying my best to shine the flashlight on him so that you may see him in all his metallic glory. If you look really closely, you can see that he does have a little tiny hole in his anal fin, and I believe that's from one of his pesky siblings before he got jarred. And he does have one blue scale. It's near the base of his tail. His caudal fin, is that caudal fin? I can't ever say that word properly today. Has a little bit of a lace pattern, which is kind of cool. And under his purple scales, he does have like a burgundy, deep reddish base. He's a really pretty guy. Next is number 11, and this guy is really cool. Right now, he doesn't look that interesting, but the closer you get, the closer you get to see his awesomeness. And that is the fact that this guy is almost completely iridescent between the rays. of his fins. He's got this really cool turquoise purple iridescence thing going on, and later on you'll see that he's some iridescent scales on him as well, and he has blue eyes. So this guy is super special. I actually named him Merlin. I nicknamed him. You guys can probably change his name if you want. And I really thought about keeping him. He's really, really cool, but I don't really have the room to keep all of the males. So here I'm shining a flashlight on him so you get to see all the iridescence. He has iridescence on his cheeks as well, and you can see those scales are iridescent. Now the yellow scales that you see is an indicator that he will either marble into a koi in the future, or he might marble into a pattern called a pineapple. I have a fish. I have pineapple. Pineapple fish. Now here I'm going to show you two males at the same time. On the left is koi number 5, on the right is koi number 8. And the reason I'm showing you both of them is because remember when I mentioned that I will have some fish at a discounted price because I will call them derp fish. Those fish have body types that are less than ideal, are not really breeding quality, but can... Oh, bringing a girl in here. This is how I get these boys to flare. Bringing their sister. But anyways, this is the example of a derp fish. This is a fish that doesn't have any health problems, can still swim properly, but other breeders would probably consider him a cull. I, in this case, am just selling him at a discounted price. He still eats well, swims well, and in general is in good condition. Now, male number 5, that is on the other side, is the male that I really wanted to keep, and I really thought about it. He's the male with the one white eye, and then the other eye is black, which is kind of very unique and interesting. But one of my Patreon Betta Buddy supporters requested that she can have him and said he was going to go in a nice 10-gallon of his own. So I decided that I will sell him, so hopefully he will go to a nice home. But he is a really beautiful guy. I find the pattern is very interesting because he has a connected red pattern at the top of his body. He also has some iridescence. He has like a little bit of everything. Now the derp fish, on the other hand, Mr. number 8 on the right side, while he does not have an ideal body, he does have cool eyes where they're white on the inside and he has kind of eyeliner on the side. It's kind of nifty looking, and he also from the top actually has a really nice koi pattern. So both of these boys are nice fish. One is a little bit better. The one on the left could probably be bred or even maybe in a show. The one on the right would normally be a cull, but we're keeping him. He'll be happy as a pet in one of the Patreon supporters' home. So in regards to the pricing, I have decided that the fish will go between $35 to $15, at least for this first batch. I don't know if any future prices will change. This is because a lot of time and effort and care went into taking care of these babies. I feed them a lot of quality foods. I have been taking care of them really well, as you can see through my Betta breeding playlist. So I really feel confident with this price. And I know some people in my previous videos where I announced were trying to compare my prices to prices of Petco or importers, but really, even though a Betta is a Betta, the prices should really reflect how the Betta is bred, how the Betta is taken care of, and really what the person that is selling the fish should be able to decide what their fish is worth. If someone wants to sell their fish really cheap, that's totally fine. If someone wants to charge like $300 for a Betta, that's totally fine if they feel like that fish is worth it. I just wanted to clarify it. That's kind of the little price thing. In regards to shipping, I originally thought that I would be able to do my nose is itchy, $6 flat rate shipping, but as I was kind of looking into shipping, I got a bit confused, and I thought that the flat rate boxes are the same as all the USPS boxes, and the ones that I got are not. So the shipping that I will be doing for my fish will be the 1 to 3 day priority shipping from the USPS, and I've talked to a lot of different breeders who have shipped this way, and while there is the possibility that things can always go wrong or USPS can take longer to deliver the package than they should, there was a really high success rate, so I am feeling comfortable using this method. I am also offering other methods. I will be offering the UPS version, as well as the I think 1-day express for USPS. So when you buy a fish, there will be different shipping options. I did have to use a flat rate for the shipping. What I did is I looked up a bunch of different zip codes throughout the US, and I kind of took the average price, and I've kind of figured out what that will be. There's also a materials fee that covers all the packing materials that went into packing the fish, so the cost of the styrofoam, cost of the stickers to label the box, as well as rubber bands and tape and everything else. So I will kind of do a more in-depth breakdown of the materials that I use for shipping. So those of you that are future breeders, hopefully will be able to benefit from that. It's definitely been stressful figuring all this out. I'm a beginner. I'm trying to learn all of this all at once, and instead of being able to experiment on my own and slowly figure this out, I feel very pressured to kind of get things as right or as correct as possible, because as a YouTuber, whatever I put out on YouTube can be copied or influenced what other people may do when they breed their fish. So I really want to do the best things possible and set the best example that I can, even though I'm a beginner breeder. So it's really tough, but I'm really trying my best to give you guys the best information and advice that I possibly can. Let's see what else I can say about the fish. Oh, I will be shipping the fish on Tuesdays. And if the weather is too hot, I can possibly include a ice pack with the fish in the shipping, but I've never used an ice pack before, and it is a little more tricky with a small 7x7x6 box. So if the weather is going to be too hot, I may hold off and ship the fish the next week. So if that happens, I just want you guys to know the welfare of the fish comes first, so I have to prioritize that. Although bettas do withstand hotter temperatures a bit better than other fish, I still don't want to take too much of a risk. So in regards to shipping by USPS, the United States Postal Service, I can't offer a live fish guarantee. A live fish guarantee means that if the fish shows up in the package and it has not made it, it died during the journey, and if you take a photo of the fish an hour, no more than an hour after you've received it, it's still in the bag, it's unopened and dead, usually breeders will offer you a refund, or they will exchange, they'll send you another fish. I can do that in the case of UPS, because UPS, when they say they will deliver their package in, say, like 2 days, they will deliver it in 2 days, and if they don't, they will refund me, which I can also refund you guys. But the problem with the United States Postal Service is, even though their priority shipping says 1 to 3 days, it is not a guarantee for 1 to 3 days. So although it usually is 1 to 3 days, there is that small chance that it can be 4 or 5 or 6 days. And in that case, I can't really guarantee, because it's out of my hands. I can't control what the post office does. So that is a little bit unfortunate. But to kind of make this sad part of the news a little better, I finally have a P.O. box, guys. It's taking me like forever and ever to get one. I was only able to afford the little tiny one, so I hope that you guys can send me really small letters for now until I can have save up some more money to upgrade to a larger P.O. box. But I will have the P.O. box number over here and the address, because I can't remember it yet. And you guys can send me packages if you want, but you don't really have to. I would just like to get some letters from you guys. It would be really fun. I've never gotten letters from fans before, and I know some of you guys have done fan art, so I think this would be really, really awesome to be able to receive some stuff. If you send a big letter, I don't know if the post office will bend it to fit it in the P.O. box, and I don't want any drawings or any art to be destroyed, so I'm a little cautious. I will like to upgrade to a larger box in the future, but you know, with all the fish keeping and all this and the business stuff and trying to stay alive, I have a kind of tight budget, so we gotta start small, and as things get better, as I'm getting more Patreon support, I will be able to improve on things. But I'm so excited that I finally have a PO box, so we can finally do mail unboxings and do a dance. Gonna do a dance. I'm thinking that I'll probably include fan mail on Fish Fan Fridays at the very end of the video, so you guys can get updates on my fish, as well as kind of get to see a little bit of mail at the very end. So that is pretty much what this entire update video is about. I am very excited about you guys purchasing my fish and having your very own creative pet keeping Betta. And I am also going to be updating with the website with more fish as the weeks progress. I think maybe even tonight I might add 2 or 3 more metallic females. I'll have to see if I can get some nice pictures of those, because currently I believe that there are 9 fish available, and out of those already a couple are sold, so they are going fast. So you have to go to Creative Pet Keeping and snag your fish while you can, because there's a limited amount. I'm a very small scale breeder. I'm only breeding as much fish as I can handle for the enjoyment of the hobby. I can't really handle anything large scale, so I can't really meet the demand, and I'm not going to try. I'm just gonna, you know, breed a couple fish at a time whenever I can, and you know, whatever the little few fish that I have available, you guys gotta snag them while they're there. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, be sure to subscribe, and click that notification bell, click the notification bell so that you will be the first to get notified of my future videos. I hopefully will have some more fun and educational videos, as well as adventure videos, and maybe in the future I might do another banana show. I haven't done a banana show in a while. Banana needs some love, that's for sure. So I'll see you guys on Monday.